and from one piece of high art to the other.
From the Sonic movie all the way to Nosferatu!
Nosferatu! A demon of the night!
A creature of the shadows!
We must protect the girl from Nosferatu! Yes, William Dafoe's in this film.
Yes.
So we saw Nosferatu again. A bit. This did actually come out in 2025. But why not? We're here now. Let's talk about Nosferatu. Also because as much I feel like this film deserves like this kind of format. I don't think it deserves a deep dive. I don't have like a huge amount to say on it.
No, not really.
It's not like it rocked me.
No.
So anyway, Nosferatu, directed by Robert Eggers, director of The Lighthouse,
The
Voyage, and
The
Northman.
Now he's going to be he's got a werewolf film coming up.
Oh, great.
Wolf, I think it is pronounced. Okay. It's all in Old English.
Brilliant.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Can't wait for Willem Dafoe to be doing that as well. Fuck's sake. I don't know what Ralph Ineson's going to play.
Yeah, right. I know exactly what Willem Dafoe's going to play.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Kind of mad.
Yeah, so anyway, Nosferatu, it's a remake of the 1910, or like very, very, very old
Germanic
film.
Expressionist film.
This is the second remake of it. It was remade by, Werner Herzog.
Yep.
And now it's been done by Eggers. And yeah, he's been wanting to make this film his whole bloody life. In fact, when he was young, apparently he put on a drama performance of Nosferatu.
A show of it, yeah.
Show of it, because he absolutely he's always been in love with it. He's always wanted to make it.
And he played Count Orlok himself.
Oh,
in
really?
It, I believe.
Oh,
yes.
Fantastic.
I think he played Count Orlok.
He's got the build, hasn't he? Beefy beefcake Eggers. I mean, that's the thing. You look at Eggers.
Well, it depends what you want, right? Like the original Orlok's kind of.
Oh, he's very frail and small.
Yeah,
that's very true. And this one is fucking huge.
Yeah.
He's very much Vlad the Impaler.
Yes.
Big
old moustache.
Yeah, I mean, to briefly go into the plot, Nosferatu is sort of set in the sort of turn of the century in Germany. It follows a newly married couple, one of the girls played by Lily Rose Depp. And
Nicholas Hoult.
Nicholas Hoult is the husband. Lily Rose Depp has these reoccurring nightmares of a monster kind of ravishing her in the night. They've affected her entire life, but they've sort of died away since she's married Nicholas Holt's character. But Nicholas Holt's character is about to embark to find a client in Transylvania, the safest place on earth.
Yes.
To basically sign this document.
It's for real estate. He works in real estate.
That's
so
it.
This exotic, mysterious count in Transylvania wants to purchase property in the city of
Hamburg.
I don't know.
Can't
It's
remember.
Hamburg Coastal. Because that's an interesting plot hole we'll get to, but about how Orlok gets there via boat for a country that's landlocked with Germany.
No, they're in Germany. Oh, right, yeah,
right,
yeah. Right, yeah. I've just worked out the map in my head.
Sorry. So Holt has to travel to Orlok's castle to sign the documents himself.
Yeah. And spoiler alert. I mean, Nosferatu. Is based off of
Dracula.
It's based off the book Dracula.
Yeah.
Big shock. The count is fucking Dracula.
Yeah.
He comes to the town. Where it differentiates from Dracula is that this is much more about the fixation on this woman, isn't it? It's very much this.
Well, Dracula's the same.
Oh, it is.
So
yeah, but
I think the only thing they change is more about how they defeat him. Basically, in the end, is the biggest change.
And also that Nosferatu is more like he's like the plague. He's like death, whereas in Dracula he's just this creature.
See, I don't know because I've not read the original Dracula. So Bram Stoker's Dracula makes it about love.
Yeah.
It's a romantic thing, which I think is why Dracula became such a hold in that way. But I don't know if in the original Dracula it was so much about that. Because Orlok has this line he says to her, he's like, what is it? I am nothing but appetite. Where it's just like, you cannot love. And he's like, no, I cannot love.
Yeah.
I'm just nothing but like an insatiable need for hunger. Obviously, it's all a sex and lust analogy. Drinking blood. But the film is also very apparent with the sex thing as well. It's like, it's both, basically. Like the blood is not used as a sex metaphor like in Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's like, no, it's about fucking.
It's about, it about fuck. You're right. It's very much it about fucking, and also the
about lust, suppression, sexuality.
And I guess also there's very much that sort of theme of like consuming not just the flesh but like the world, like how rats consume flesh. There's the double-sided sort of like he's very much lustful for the flesh, but there's that other side of the plague side of him, which is like the rat-infested, boil-infested, which is sort of like this consumption of the living world as well.
Well, I suppose that's the idea of evil, I think it explores. Because she has that line, does evil come from within or does it come from beyond?
Yeah.
And it's that Abe Simpson moment of a little of color me, a little of color me. That kind of thing. And evil consumes and destroys. It doesn't create. It doesn't build upon. It only ever takes and breaks down. I think that's the idea. So they explore it through this way of like lust, sexuality, hunger, plague.
Very much about hunger. Hunger's like the big thing, isn't it? Yeah.
But I think that line, which is probably a bit of a giveaway, really, it's just something. It's kind of a mixed bag, the writing on this. But does evil come from within or beyond? It's like, okay, thank you. I get it. So anyway, goes to Orlok. Orlok tries to trap Nicholas Holt's character there, Lizzie, his Depp's husband, so he can get to her.
Yes.
Because basically, unwittingly, in her dream, she pledged herself to him. And so he got her husband to sign a contract. It was in his own language. It was like, sign the contract. Yeah. It is just a bit of extra stuff.
Okay. I mean, you seem trustworthy.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the
but you would, evil man.
But you would sign it.
Yeah, I know. You're pretty fucking scared.
And I think the film does really well that sense of like he can't resist. Like he is being pulled there, which we'll get into. But so goes to Orlok, escapes Orlok, but Orlok travels to the city to take Lily Rose Depp. He brings a plague of rats with him, and then there's like 3 days. So in the meantime, the Doctor, played by Ralph Ineson,
our boy's back.
Is trying to figure out like what's going wrong, and the Renfield character, who's Nicholas Holt's boss, who turned him on to Nosferatu, has gone mad, and then this rat plague's happening. And so this doctor's trying to figure shit out, and so he goes back to his teacher, who's Van Helsing, basically.
Yes, basically.
He's a Swiss guy, some doctor, I can't remember his name in this version, but Van Helsing played by Willem Dafoe. Who's just kooky, bit old man. Not kooky enough at times, though. He was a bit flat, but then I'm comparing him to Anthony Hopkins, is Van Helsing in Bram Stoker's Dracula, who was perfect. Yeah. And so they kind of try and figure out how to defeat Count Orlok and get rid of this plague. And basically, spoilers, why not? Basically, the thing is, in the original Odyssey, it's like, okay, we need to cut off his head and stake him. That's how they defeat Dracula originally, where he's trying to flee back to Transylvania to lay in like his own earth. But in this, it's like the maiden must give herself willingly to the beast, and the beast only dies if it cannot return to its own earth by the cock of the crow. Yeah. By the cock of the crow. By the crow of the cock.
I like Cock of the Crow.
I'm not going to explain what animal
the penis of the crow.
By the penis of the penis. By the rooster, calling dawn. And so at the end, she tries to resist him, and he, kills her best friend and his husband and their children, which is pretty fucking brutal.
Brutal scene. Brutal scene.
Makes it worse and worse for the town, and eventually she and Van Helsing kind of says like, look.
Yeah, they have this.
This is what's going to happen. Like, this is the only way to really defeat him.
And she's kind of like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
she's like, I know that.
No, it kind of has to end with me.
Yeah.
So Nicholas Hoult, Van Helsing, and Ralph Ineson go to like the manor that Nosferatu's in to what they think is defeat him by staking him through the heart, of his head. But it turns out it's like, oh, he wasn't there. He's actually gone to go see her,
Yeah.
and she accepts him, and then they start having sex.
Yeah.
It's as terrible as it sounds, because Nosferatu is not sexy Gary Oldman. He is a rotting corpse.
Yes.
He is
rotting
literally a
skeletal
rotting
corpse.
His scalp is missing flesh. His body is emaciated. His legs are sticks because they're just bone and skin.
Fuck.
You can only imagine what the cock looks like.
It's a... God, it's an image.
Yeah.
It's an image.
And she holds him there all night. And, in the morning he hears the rooster crow, but he just can't help himself. He can't stop. Which, we've all been there, haven't we, boys? Hey! We've all made some decisions in us laying with people that we know we shouldn't have, right? But yeah, and so it gets back to the end, and it's literally one of those, like, end of King Kong, it was beauty that killed the beast moment.
Yeah.
Where it's always like, oh my god, like my poor wife. Nosferatu, in this hauntingly beautiful and horrifying image, dies.
Yeah.
Cries blood and...
One of the
collapses.
most striking scenes.
Yeah, when you finally see him in the full light.
Yeah, it's like a painting, that last shot. It's
incredible.
It's
the music really comes together at that moment where Hoult's desperately running back to try and get to her on time.
Yeah.
We realise what's about to happen. And, Nosferatu dies. She dies because obviously he's been feeding on her all night, so she's got no more fucking blood to give.
Yeah, she did.
And I don't know if you'd want to live with that afterwards of having sex with a fucking... hundreds of year old corpse.
Yeah.
Then Willem Dafoe kind of signs out where he's like, and so the curse of Nosferatu is defeated by the sacrifice of the maid. And that's the film.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean what we'll say is first of all, with all of Eggers' films, they look incredible.
Yes.
It's a given at this point. Like, the visual storytelling is going to be a very, very high bar, and
oh my god, yeah,
Nosferatu doesn't disappoint in that sense at all.
Not at all.
Everything, and a bit unlike the Norseman.
Yes, with those flat shots of them just bumming around in a field.
Yeah, this like everything is on point on this one. Like the costume department.
Oh, the costumes,
the art department. They are just oozing with life and detail and just history and I remember
costumes are just...
It's one of the first things you notice when they're actually in like Hamburg and like you're just like, fucking hell, they built this. This is just it's incredible what they've achieved. Like, it's beautiful. But what we will say is, like, although the ending is very, very striking, it's the second half of the film. It has an incredible first half, all the way up to the castle, I think is really great. And then it's just the bit after the castle when it's like coming
Return to Hamburg,
that the film kind of comes a little bit flat.
I think its problem is, what they did with Bram Stoker's Dracula is, again, they made it about Dracula and Mia's connection.
Yes.
And their love and romance when he's in London.
Yeah.
And, starts seeing her, they go to that cinema, they have that relationship. Yeah. It's very beautiful. Whilst in the meantime, Jonathan Harkness or whatever, is the castle much farther?
Oh, yes.
Bloody wolves and fire! If I have offended you, Count, I'm sorry. You don't sound it. No, I don't sound like anything. I'm going to
play Sonic. No, man, Shadow one day.
One day I'll be Shadow, and then you'll be sorry. But yeah, what they do to make that compelling is the beautiful romance, the real... and it is so romantic. Like, Dracula's like one of the quintessential romances. That love, that line he has, I have crossed oceans of time to find you. It's like, that's fucking, what a great line. Fucking hits hard. So that's what that has in that.
The tragedy of a monster in love.
Yeah, and that city section has that kind of character drama going on, whilst Van Helsing's kind of working things out, and they're like, how do we defeat this monster? Oh, there's some fuckery about. He's feeding on people and stuff still. Nosferatu doesn't have that. No. It just has, there's a problem. It's just plot.
It's very much
plot and objectives. Yeah. It's a bunch of side quests to finish the main quest, where it's like, how do we defeat this? What's going on? Bunch of rats plague. How do we defeat this monster? Yeah. And the characters don't have enough going on. Yeah, I hope you like watching men in top hats and suits walking very briskly down corridors whilst discussing a plan. Yes. Or things that have happened. Or standing around in Baroque lounges. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just, and the thing is that
So when they introduce Willem Dafoe's character, they just go into his cramped house and they just kind of talk.
Yeah.
Just about like that, about the plot, about Nosferatu, about the monster, and it's not really like what are you about. Again, Anthony Hopkins is Van Helsing, who's kind of quirky and a bit off kilter, and how he approaches different things. It's not just about the vampire. I think I could be wrong, but kind of talks about his medical practice, and around him you get a vibe of the character.
Yeah.
You get a vibe for these people and their camaraderie. Again, like what is it? Kerry Lewis, who plays, is that his name? But he plays like Will in The Princess Bride. But he's like Jonathan Harker's best friend in it. And there's the cowboy, the American as well, with the guns. They have stuff going on. Keanu Reeves is the weakling, but there's relationships and friendship going on.
Yeah.
And with Nosferatu, I think they much more go into, I can't remember her name, so let's say Mia, Lily Rose Depp's character, and her best friend have a bit more of a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just not interesting because they're not interesting.
Yeah, unfortunately.
They're a bit dull.
Yeah.
Everyone's a little bit lacking personality.
Is a little bit dull. Include even
Willem Dafoe. This is the first time we were both like, I'm not really impressed.
I'm a bit Willem Dafoe'd out.
Yeah.
And I actually think that a lot of this is very much, it's like we're relying on these actors to make scenes interesting, and it's actually the scenes aren't just that interesting, and it doesn't matter how crazy Willem Dafoe talks.
It doesn't help, to be fair, that Aaron Taylor Johnson is fucking god awful in this film. He's so fucking flat. Oh, that won't do at all, old boy. And it's like you're paying a parody. It's like you're playing a pastiche of what you think a man of that era is like. Yeah. He doesn't feel like a person. Yeah. In contrast, and then Ralph Ineson's character is just no personality. Again, I know these characters have a lot of plot stuff to do, but I feel like an actor's job is also to inject try and inject some life into them. And again, we both like Ralph, but
we love
this
Ralph.
time his Doctor character was like, why are you even here?
Could have been anyone.
Yeah, and also there's don't get rid of it. Like he's not doing anything.
It feels almost like too much of a faithful adaptation. It's like at the beginning. So to go into like the first half, it's brilliant. Like it's oozing with atmosphere.
And the best sequence, the cast. Sorry, just to round out about the actors, because there's only 2 actors in this film who really fucking smash it. And of course, it's Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu, amazing. Yeah. And also Nicholas Hoult. Hoult smashes it. Those two are brilliant. And every time they're on screen, they're fucking great. Nicholas Holt's like, never seen someone do terror so well. Yeah. But, sorry, just
I will say very good that I think Lily Rose Depp does a good job.
I think she warms up.
And also she gets her good material later on in the film. Yeah. At the beginning, it's just this again. She warms up, and there's not much really to go off. It's all just a bit.
That's the thing. I think there is some stuff, that beginning where they're on the beach and he talks about destiny. I think there's chance for like pensive anxiety.
She was a little bit flat.
Destiny. And so it doesn't feel like this is something you probably thought about this for years, and this is the first time you're kind of willing to talk about it with your friend, and you're still like you're scared of being judged almost, and I'm just not getting any of this. Well, it's a lot of us sitting around looking kind of vapidly morose, and it's a bit. But I agree, like she warms up later, and her body contortions and stuff later is it's great stuff. Fantastic. Needless to say.
Yeah, but I feel with Eggers, he shines when basically the location and the atmosphere takes center stage. So the lighthouse is just all atmosphere. It's with a bit of talk. Well, no.
Well, the 2 characters in it are fucking.
But and also when it's focused. So like lighthouse 2 characters, the witch. It's really just like that family, and that's quite a small family unit. Like the Northman for me fails because it's a bit too grand, it's too big, there's too many fucking spinning plates, and then it gets a bit lost in the.
None of the characters have time to do much.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what it is as well. What I think about the Northman and Nosferatu, what I'm realizing is there's nothing extra to them. It's like, what are your hobbies? Like, do you have any other ambitions? What do you want? Because Lily Rose Depp's character is all about like being lonely and this sadness inside it, which Nosferatu preyed upon, and then it's like about Nosferatu. It's all centered around the plot problem.
Yeah.
The enemy. It's all centered like, again, a video game. It's just centered in that way. It's centered around the enemy, and it's not much of a sense of these characters.
Yeah.
The relationships to each other. Does she have any dreams or aspirations? We don't have to hear about all of it, and we don't even need to see loads of it, but we need insight into more things they're about.
Yeah.
I think they all just kind of lacked that,
Yeah, and I guess
external motivations and
yeah. But no, you're right.
I think Northman again was like revenge.
It's like again, I'm just because it's for me it's very much a film of two halves. It's like the beginning is absolutely fantastic.
Because it's all the setup.
It's the setup.
The second half is when we should be seeing these characters.
Yeah. And it's
once we've established kind of who they are.
It's the atmosphere as well.
What are they like under pressure? How do they change the situation? How do they grow or don't?
But yeah, so again, like heavy on the atmosphere, the tone, the dread, which obviously Eggers does so well, is the dread. And it's this build up, and honestly, that first half of like approaching the castle, is just like you're like, oh my god, I'm in Wonderland.
Yeah,
like
such incredible cinematography, like the carriage.
Yeah, the carriage, like even the weird fucking sequences. Village, the dream sequence. When they see the naked woman, and it's like it's just. And then again, when he's having the meal, it's in so the castle. Dark,
oh, dude, yeah,
and it's terrifying. It's so scary.
And Nicholas Hoult just absolutely smashes it with the selling that terror, because a villain is only as good, like a threat is only as good as the people that fear it, right?
Yeah.
Darth Vader doesn't work if he walks to a room and everyone's like, well, check out this guy, which is the Marvel problem, isn't it?
Yeah. Exactly.
They take him seriously, because if you take it out of context, it's like, it looks kind of fucking silly, but in the context of the universe, it now works. Same with that, where he's so fucking terrified, like that helpless terror. Robert Eggers, we said this about Lighthouse, but like he just gets terror.
He gets terror very well done.
He knows how to do it.
The mermaid scene in the lighthouse. Yes. It's that holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like
the fear building up. When he's in the chair, Nosferatu Orlok is approaching him.
Yeah.
And you kind of see him for the first time. Still very shadow, but it's when he's finally in focus. Yeah. And the music's doing that. It's going full Bloodborne, which, by the way, he's definitely fucking played or seen Bloodborne. Yeah, that carriage shot.
For sure.
There's a few shots or images in it where I'm like, and I know it's like gothic horror, so Bloodborne is, but it's like that carriage shot was like, that's Bloodborne. That's when you go to Castle Canehurst. But that's fucking Bloodborne.
But that's also a reference from Dracula.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. What, the carriage?
The carriage opening. That's also Dracula.
Does it do it that way?
It does, yeah. Well, it's a bit different.
So I mean, it's like the way it's framed, where the carriage, the door silently opens and the mist comes out.
But the silent open carriage is also in Dracula.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll ignore me then.
Yeah. But it's like I still think it's very inspired by Bloodborne. There's a lot, even the music. He's like,
yeah.
The silver tones, it's like, and that's the thing. It's like once you're removed from. Well, once you're removed from Nosferatu, once Nosferatu becomes kind of like in the background, and it's more about them, the plot, it suffers for it, because even in the city, whenever Nosferatu comes back, there's a scene in it where he viciously kills the children of the sister.
Exactly, right? What the fuck is their name?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And but anyway, they go in, and it's just one of those, like, you walk in, and even the build up to that is really scary. Like, she's walking through the house, and it's like there's just walls of darkness with this candlelight. And it's just, something is wrong. Like, you can just tell, like, something is up. And then they go up into the bedroom, and, like, there he is, like, this fucking tower. And he's just holding the little girl up to his throat with one hand. And he just tosses her like a fucking doll. Yeah. Like, Jesus Christ. It's hot, mortifying. And then it's like, then it's back to fucking Willem Dafoe, and Ralph Ineson figuring out what's going on. And it's like, my God, like, I know we've got a plot to do, but like every single time it goes away from Nosferatu, it really, really, really suffers.
Yeah, the characters just don't.
They can't. Yeah, like as you said, there's not enough for them. We don't know their external needs or desires. Yeah. They are just plot people walking around, and like you said, thank God for Nicholas Hoult, because he is really. he could be a very, very flat, boring character,
Yeah.
but he does inject a lot of humanity into that role.
Yes.
Yeah,
a lot of humanity. Yeah, he really, really sells it. It's good at least. It's like the opposite of, again, Dracula, where it's like, oh, the good guys, the best guy is Nicholas Holt's character, and then in Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's like the worst character is Keanu Reeves' character.
Yeah.
It's funny that.
Yeah, it's nice to finally have the good lead in that role. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just such a mix. But as a film, as a medium piece of film,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Costume, set,
Yeah.
lighting, cinematography,
Music.
Yeah. You know, other things, sound.
Yeah.
Sound.
Yeah, sound.
Like,
Beautiful.
you know, Orlok's breathing.
Yeah. The creaking of the house.
Everything breathes in this film. Like the house breathes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the rats
and then the
breathe.
deadness of the dream sequences. They're so lifeless when she's in the like manor house.
Yeah, at the beginning.
It's fucking horrible.
And it doesn't shy away. Like, this film made me squirm.
Oh, it's scary.
I'm not the most anti-squeamish person anyway. I do struggle with that kind of stuff, but like it made me squirm, like with drinking blood, or like you know, like how Orlok like drinks directly from the heart with his two syringe teeth that go into the chest. I was just so grossed out, you know, and that's the right thing, you know, uncomfortable with her spasms and her fits. You know, or when the guy bites the pigeon's head off and there's blood everywhere. So that made me feel ill and disgusted, as well it should as well. So, you know, and the cool thing about this is this isn't just like, this is gothic horror.
Yeah.
Well, when's the last time there's been a gothic horror film?
Van Helsing. With Huey
Jackman. Huge Jackman.
Jackman.
Dracula. Fucking the guy, Richard Roxenberg, I think his name is. He played the Duke in Moulin Rouge as well. Yep, that's your fucking...
That's your main boy.
Yeah, and Kate Beckinsale, obviously.
Oh, yeah, of course, she's in that.
Woo!
Yeah.
But yeah, just all round, like... Again, it lacks, for a film so focused around blood and consumption, and the way that Nosferatu feeds, it kind of lacks heart.
A little bit.
And I know
it's a lot of style over heart.
Substance in that way. It lacks the humanity to contrast the absolute abyssal monster that Orlok is. And I love that they go for that again, where he's like, you know, he's a monster. He's just a monster.
He's deaf.
There's nothing else coming after this guy. Yeah. And the fact that it's not even a vampire, like he is just this. I mean, it's a vampire, but it's not like there's vampires. There could be. You know,
he feels more than that. He feels much bigger than that. You know,
you know,
he's deaf.
And there's some great, but you know, when he reaches his hand over the city, which you very rightly pointed out, it's like, you know, that's fucking Faustus. Another German impressionist film. I think, if that's the right genre. Yeah. But the hand that reaches across the city when Faustus, it's Mephistopheles' shadow, wings going across the city. And of course they did a couple of shots, like the beginning shot where it's Orlok's shadow in the curtains as they billow. That was great. When his shadow comes at the end and it fades across the walls, just like Orlok going up the stairs famously. So there's a few of those where they had to get in.
The nods.
The nods. And still doing them different, but you know what the shot is.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, again, a stylistic piece of trying to be grandiose gothic horror, and it achieves that, but it lacks enough to make this like an absolute classic.
I was just going to say,
because this has the makings of a classic.
It absolutely could be. It has all the right ingredients to be an absolute classic
of cinema. You know, this could have been like one of the films of the century. As important as Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like it could have been more, I'd say. Yeah. Like just even more. Yeah, because of everything about it, the cultural, like it was big enough at the time, like when it came out, because Bram Stoker's Dracula was a bit of a wing and a prayer.
So I actually know.
For Francis Ford Coppola at the time, like his studio was failing, like he kind of had to make it. And there was also a lot of Hollywoodization of it.
There is.
Like again, making the romantic. And also making it romantic, but that actually worked. That was like the best idea. Which is why Dracula's always been associated with like love and passion. I think, whereas that's very much not what Dracula was originally, but it's a good, it's a good take on it. Yeah. Gary Oldman fucking kills it. Yeah, of course. It's Gary Oldman. What do you expect?
Yeah.
But yeah, so Nosferatu. I don't know. Again, like, I don't know if I have much more to say on it, really.
No, not really.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film.
And, enjoyable moments.
Yes, some very standout moments.
Worth a watch if you're passionate about cinema in general.
Yeah. And, I think that's, if you're, like you just said, if you're passionate about cinema and you want to see craft, top of their craft, firing on cylinders, in terms of costume, makeup, set design, cinematography, sound, like it is really, really like something you can watch and aspire to. But in terms of an entire piece of film, we keep saying it, don't we? It's like, remember, people have to watch this.
Yes.
This is a film.
It's our central philosophy, I think, when it comes to any kind of artistic pursuit of media. It's like, people have to consume this. Like, you're not making it for you. Like, you're expressing yourself for other people.
But it has to. You have to engage people.
Yes.
And unfortunately, it fails to really grab hold of you.
Yes.
And it's so close. It's the first half, you're like licking your lips. You're like, God, we're in for a fucking ride. And then it's just like,
I couldn't say even it was so close.
No,
like, it was so
half the film.
Half the film.
Like,
it was well on its way.
And it lost.
And then it lost its way. It went to Swindon instead of Slough. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but those are two towns in England. That was terrible. So what would you rate this one, mate?
I'd give it a 3.5 fangs out of fangs.
That's exactly what I'd give it. 3.5 flaccid corpse sticks out of 5 flaccid corpse sticks. Which you do see briefly.
Yes, you do. Yes. Yeah. If
to be forewarned,
I see it for any other reason, Nosferatu's dong is on display. If you wanted to know what a demonic sort of creature's dick looked like, then you will not be disappointed. All right, Nosferatu. Yeah.